Welcome to the latest Motley Fool scoreboard. I'm on in Chocolate. We've got longtime fools Jason Hall and Matt Frankel giving a 1 to 10 rating to a company that's appeared as atop it, but never studied on its own in its own scoreboard. It's the artist formerly known as GMAC. It's Ally Financial, ticker symbol ALLY. We'll rate the strength of Ally's business first, including factors like industry and competition. A 10 is invincible. A 1 is hopeless. Jason's at a 7. Matt, you're at an 8.
Yeah, I'm at an 8 because Ally is the largest auto lender in the U.S. that's not owned by an automaker. It spun out of GM after the financial crisis. It's also the largest and most successful all-digital bank so far. Banking, online in particular, is a highly competitive industry, but Ally is a highly profitable bank. It's maintained its leading position in digital banking for some time, so I give it an 8.
Yeah, Matt's absolutely right. This is a very, very strong franchise and leader in auto lending, but it's still a bank, and it's concentrated in one segment of the lending market. That's great when business is good, but it's really not good when it's not, and that's the reason I have a lower score than Matt.
For management, a 10 is Warren Buffett, a 1 is Homer Simpson. Once again, Jason's at a 7. Matt, you're at an 8.
Yeah, Michael Rhodes is CEO. He's only been CEO since, I think, April 2024. But before that, he was a long-tenured executive at TD Bank. He was former CEO of Discover right before he was working at Ally.
For like 5 minutes.
Well, you got a better offer, I guess. But I'm judging him on what he's done since he's been there, not the stock's performance, because we don't judge anyone's performance over a year and a half.
Right.
But I am judging what he's done. And the biggest thing he's done is decide to get rid of all this extra stuff Ally was trying to do, like credit cards they were starting to venture into, mortgages they were starting to venture into, and focus on what they do best, which is auto lending, corporate finance, and digital banking. If his efforts result in strong gains for stockholders, I'm higher than an 8. But just based on his resume and especially what he achieved at TD, I'm at an 8.
Yeah, he ran a huge business at TD. I'm a little less sure about Michael Rhodes, though, because again, that history with Ally is short. I think his short tenure at Discover, maybe he got word that Richard Fairbank wasn't leaving anytime soon, and the opportunity to be the CEO there just wasn't as strong. But now Fritz Hobbs has been around for a long time. He's the chairman and has been on the board essentially since Ally became Ally, managed it through being spit out by the government, the IPO, and choosing and hiring 3 permanent CEOs. And I think that long tenure and continuity is really valuable for a bank.
Right on. What I got from Matt is he'll give higher than an 8 if, in hindsight, if returns are really good. Okay.
Next time we do it.
Okay, I see. For financials, a 10 is a fortress, a 1 is yikes. Continuing the pattern, Jason's at a 7, Matt's at an 8.
Yeah, Ally's a highly profitable business. It holds up well even in tough times. It's actually shown that it remained profitable throughout like the 2022 downturn and all that. And when interest rates spiked to, crazy levels, nearly half of all their auto loan customers are in the top credit tier. So this is not a subprime auto lender. It's important to point out. They added 40 basis points to their the most important capital ratio by getting out of those credit card mortgage businesses that I mentioned. But really solid balance sheet, solid financial condition, nothing to not like here.
Yeah, when you're a specialist, you need to really be good at what you do. And as Matt pointed out, they are really good at it. And that's helped the business hold up. And the irony is that much of its struggles when it was GMAC was that it diversified into a bunch of things that it clearly wasn't very good at originating in, plus the housing crisis happened. So seeing them more concentrate on what they're really good at, I do support that. And that's why I came in at a 7.
All right, Jason, let's see how much you support it with valuation. How well will Ally stock do over the next 5 years? How safe is it? 10's a sure thing, 1's a lottery ticket.
Yeah, this is where Matt and I really start to differentiate. My safety score is a 7. I think the valuation is pretty decent. And again, they've shown that they can manage risk as a lender pretty well. And getting out of credit cards reduces the risk exposure. But I think in returns, 5 to 10%. Ally does a lot of things well, but I don't see any clear signs that it's going to break from its long-term history of being a decent stock that trails the broader market. It's reasonably valued, but at 17 times earnings, it's not super cheap. And you talked about those bigger lenders out there in the auto business, the automakers themselves. There's a lot of stiff competition. Plus, I think car prices keep moving up. We keep stretching payment terms further and further out. Plus, automakers are focused on these recurring revenue things that they want to sell to people on top of the price of the car. I think all of those things could lead to deteriorating returns for Ally.
See, I said 10 to 15% on the higher end. I would push, and with the 7 for safety, I would push back a little bit on that 17 times earnings. A lot of that's due to one-time charges related to getting out of the credit card and mortgage businesses.
That's fair.
But the auto industry is very cyclical. And what really the reason I'm so bullish on it is because I feel like the next 5 years are more likely to be a very good environment for auto lending. I mentioned that in our last video, the Trump administration's new $10,000 deduction for auto loan interest. That directly benefits companies like Ally. And I mean, interest rates coming down themselves, that helps more demand for auto sales. Plus, Ally is one of the few banks that actually trades slightly below book value right now. It's tough to find that in the big banks. So I like the valuation here, and I like the environment coming up.
Thank you to both Matt and to Jason. They've given Ally Financial a strong overall score of 7.2 out of 10. Matt owns Ally and doesn't have a top it. Jason actually prefers Upstart's auto lending business, which is growing like wildfire. Look out for a new scoreboard every market day at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next up is something good, I promise. Till then, fool on. You know, I hadn't kept up with the $10,000 deduction on auto loans.
I'm guessing you don't have a car payment.
I don't.
There you go. You would have no reason to keep up with it.
Now you might.
But now I'm like, well, wait.
Now you might see, you're the one they're trying to get.